Welcome again to our YouTube channel. Our God is sufficient for all. Our God is sufficient for all. Can our families become like a Trinity? Can our families become like a Trinity? Or where can we place our family? Family, Trinity, and destiny. For our families to become like a Trinity, we must first become like God. We must first know God. To become a symbol of a Trinity, we need to know the Trinity. So if our families can become like a Trinity, we must know the Trinity as Christian families. But somebody will ask, what is the Trinity? Who is the Trinity? For those who are Catholics, the Trinity has been defined as one God, three persons. One God, three persons. But then what does it mean? According to the Catechism of the Catholic Church, God has revealed His innermost secret. That means God Himself has revealed Himself as an eternal exchange of love. God Himself has revealed Himself as an eternal exchange of love of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Eternal exchange of love. And this same God has destined we human beings, as destined families, as destined believers to share in that exchange of love, that eternal exchange of love between the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit eternally. And God has destined His followers, His people, believers, the faithful, the families, to share in that exchange. And that you can see from the Catechism of the Catholic Church, number 221, that He has destined us to share in that eternal exchange of love between the three persons, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That means God is essentially and eternally self-giving love. That God is essentially and eternally self-giving love. God in these three distinct persons who give themselves away to one another so unreservedly that they are eternally and eventually one. They give themselves to one another unreservedly. Self-giving love between the three distinct persons of the Trinity. They give themselves to each other, to one another, that essentially and eternally they are one. This God of ours desires that we share in this exchange of the persons, this rapture, this bliss, or this union of the Trinity that never ends. And that we learn from the Catechism of the Catholic Church, number 1821. That He wants us to share in that exchange, to share in that self-giving love. This self-giving love of the Trinity tells us as believers, as Christians, that the more we master ourselves, the more we are capable of giving ourselves to another. That means the more we master ourselves, the more capable we become to give ourselves away to another, particularly the parents. And in this case, parents to one another, husband to wife, and then wife and husband to children, and children to the parents. And the more we give ourselves to our families, the more we give ourselves away to our family or to our families, the more our family members also are likely to return themselves in self-giving love to us. So the parents have the responsibility, first and foremost, to give themselves away to their families, to their children, and in return the children also will give themselves away in self-giving love to the parents. And the one who initiates this self-giving love is the father. The father of the family initiates this self-giving love to the wife, to the children, and the children and the wife in return, they give also the same, this self-giving love. They give themselves away. And that becomes an exchange of self-giving love within the family. So there exists a self-giving love exchange in the family. Indeed, it is true, man cannot fully find himself except through sincere gift of himself. Man cannot find or fully find himself except only through sincere gift of himself. So in order to find the self and fully find the self, one has to be ready to give a sincere gift of himself. Then he will discover himself. He cannot find himself fully except through a sincere gift of himself. It means the family will only discover its identity as an icon of the Trinity when the members of the family give themselves away to one another. So our families can be an icon of the Trinity only when the family members give themselves away to one another. That's the only time a family becomes an icon of the Trinity. That members of the family are giving themselves away to one another. The human family is created, or is a created version of the Trinity. The family is a created version of the Trinity and ordained by God. That means the family is ordained by God to launch humanity into the uncreated reality of God. Okay, let me repeat that. That the human family is a created version of the Trinity. And this created version of the Trinity is ordained by God to launch human family into the uncreated reality of God. That self-giving love exchange in the family is being launched into the uncreated reality of God. To understand this uncreated reality of God, this is the purpose and meaning of our families. I will say it's one and the best purpose and meaning of our family. Being ordained, being launched by God Himself. That as a family, we are being launched into the uncreated reality of God. That the reality of God can be experienced within that family. And this family can exhibit the reality of God to the world. Therefore today, we shall finish by saying Let the reality of God, let the self-giving love, exchange of the Trinity be experienced in our families by my family members giving themselves away in self-giving love as the image and icon of the Trinity, and as they experience the reality of God, may our families present to the world the reality of God. That within the family, people may see God. People may see that love of God. May you be blessed, and in your families, allow yourself to give yourself away to imitate the reality of God. That self-giving love, giving yourself away in order to discover yourself, in order to understand who God is. May God bless you and embrace you. See you again.